dala or na advantage doon class is yung comprehension. Again, comprehension na lalo na sa pagdating sa Leia. Di ba nagtataka kayo bakit masyado daw mahirap ang Leia? Hindi naman mahirap, basta ano class, use your common sense or use your comprehension talaga ang labanan doon. Kasi pagdating sa Leia kasi mostly ang mga choices, feeling mo parehas or feeling mo lahat tamang sagot, di ba? So, syempre, may hinahanap tayo na best answer to the question. Okay? Nakuha ba? Okay, so this is 3.3. So, kasi natapos na namin kahapon ang 3.1, 3.2. So, 3.3 is more on sa ano to siya siguro sa CFLM. So, hindi ko na ano natin. Mamaya makikita ninyo. So, yung mga unang mga tanong dito, class, mga basic lang siya o mga basic then afterwards doon sa pinaka-last or sa in between niya or sa pinakagitna rather is mga ano na siya. May mga character na doon na yung mga iba dito is lumabas last season. Lalo na sa ano class. Lalo na sa management. Yun ang pinakamaraming lumabas no sa management. So kaya kailangan nyo ma-familiarize. Kapag na-familiarize nyo na yan kasi na-master nyo, wala nang problema kahit paano or kahit gaano nila yan gawing kakaiba or kahit anong twist and turns ang gagawin ng examiner, kayang-kaya nyo masagutan yan. Okay? Kasi kapag nakafocus kayo doon, then always use your common sense at the end of the day. Okay, next. Okay, we will start with question number 1. Again, yung mga unang mga tanong dito, class, basic lang to. To recall muna yung mga knowledge ninyo. Siyempre, sa Leia tayo Okay, so number 1. Okay, so what are the main characteristics of autocratic leadership? Again, ang tinatanong niyo dito, the autocratic leadership. Letter A, leaders seek input from team members before making decisions. Letter B, leaders make decisions unilaterally without consulting others. Letter C, leaders prioritize the personal growth of their team. And letter D, leaders inspire through their vision and charisma. So pag sinabi nating autocratic, auto means one, di ba? Okay, so ngayon, what is your answer class? Siyempre, dapat familiar ka sa definition ng autocratic leadership kasi we have different types of leadership. Okay, na pinag-aaralan natin sa Leia. Okay, when I say autocratic leadership, what is the best description? Siyempre, pwede nilang gamitin to in case analysis. Basta alam mo yung basic ng autocratic leadership, masasagot at masasagot mo ito, class. Okay, so what is your answer? Okay, letter B. Yung sa ating Zoom, ang sagot nila is Bravo, majority. Okay, yung ating mga nasa Facebook page class, you can answer also dyan, yung sagot ninyo. Okay, so very good. So letter B ang sagot ng majority sa Facebook and sa Zoom. Okay, so ang sagot natin is, okay, when I say autocratic leadership, that is correct. Leaders makes decisions unilaterally without consulting others. Meaning, kapag nagde-decide sa class or in making decisions, hindi niya na kinoconsult yung opinions and of course yung ideas ng iba niyang team members. So nagde-decide siya based on his own volition. Ibig sabihin, yung feeling niya na tama or which is yan ang tinatawag natin na autocratic leadership. Yung advantage ng autocratic leadership, kapag nag-failed ngayon yung kanyang decision, syempre wala siyang ibang sisisihin kung di siya lang, tama? Kasi autocratic yon. Pero again, kapag mas marami kasi yung utak or mas marami yung input ngayon coming from different team members, mas maganda sana. Pero again, that is an autocratic leadership. Tandaan niyo lang, autocratic meaning leader makes decisions unilaterally without consulting others. Meaning, nag-rely lang siya based on his own decision. Meaning kung ano yung kanyang naiisip, kung ano yung kanyang feeling niya na makakabuti sa company, so yun ang ginagawa niya. So that is an autocratic leadership. Pag tinanong naman sa board exam, what is the opposite ngayon ng autocratic leadership? Your answer would be democratic. Nakuha ba? Ulitin natin. Ano ba ang kaibahan ng autocratic leadership? Siyempre, ang sagot nyo doon magiging democratic leadership. Yun ang tanong nyo, class, ha? Okay, later on, we will discuss or we will answer also kasi may tanong rin dyan kung pag sinabi nating democratic leadership. So hindi ko muna i-rarasyo, I mean, i-simplify. Mamaya doon sa tanong, doon natin i-explain. So again, ang sagot natin dito that is letter B. Okay, very good. Majority got the correct answer. So number two. Okay, so number two. So it focuses on giving rewards and incentives to make the employees more productive. Letter A, theory X. Letter B, theory Y. Letter C, theory Z. And letter D, none of this. Okay, again, ulitin natin. It focuses on giving rewards and incentives to make the employees more productive. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, anong sagot natin dito for number two? Again, it focuses on giving rewards and incentives to make the employees more productive. Anong sagot natin? Okay, sige. Yung iba, anong sagot ninyo? Sa Facebook, X daw kay tamad. Okay, sige. Kayo siguro, yung Theory X kasi tamad kayo mag-review, no? Okay, so dapat hindi kayo ilang days na lang paso, paghuhukom na ninyo, ilang days na lang, Pasko na. Okay, so dapat walang So may mga sumagot, sa Zoom majority ang sagot nila is Bravo. Sa Facebook naman may sumagot ng Theory Y or may letter B. Okay, maybe hindi sila familiar dito. Okay, merong sumagot ng letter A, which is Theory X. Okay, so ano ba ang sagot natin for number two? Tanong nyo class, kapag sinabi natin in focuses on giving rewards and incentives, kapag na-accomplish ng employee yung kanyang trabaho, syempre kapag may deadline class, so kapag nakota na siya or sumobra ngayon, yung based doon sa quota na kinakailangan niya ma-accomplish, syempre ang tawag natin doon kapag bibigyan siya ng rewards and incentives, that is theory Y. Okay, again, theory Y class, ibig sabihin giving rewards and incentives to make the employees more productive. Syempre class, kapag sabihin natin, um, kapag may yung 10 quota na kailangan mo ma-accomplish or kailangan mo ma-achieve, tapos kapag na-achieve mo yon, meron kang additional 5,000 pesos aside from your original salary. So yan ang theory why. Siyempre, to make the employees more productive, meaning kailangan pa nila mag-double time or mag-triple time. So that is theory Y. Ang theory X naman class, naka-focus naman yan on what? Okay, ang theory X, it is presumed that the employees are lazy, so they should be punished or meron silang corresponding penalty sa kanila. So again, sa theory X, sabi dito, it is presumed that employees are lazy. So that's why they need a strict supervision. So meaning kailangan talaga para mag-function sila effectively or productively is kailangan muna ng supervision coming from the head. Okay, that is the theory X. Okay. Okay, dito ako makikinig. Ay, nandito pala si Ma'am Jane Cura. Sayang no, hindi tayo nagkatuluyan. Ay, no, nababagay sa yun, no? Okay, so ayan. Ay, hindi pa naman. May oras pa naman. Okay, so bakit na-insert yun? Again, ulitin natin. Pag sinabi, ay akala ng mga estudyante ko, part pa yun ng klase, no? O na-segue. Okay, joke lang. Okay, so again, ang theory X, meaning, sabi niya dito, yung employees are presumed lazy and they need a strict supervision ay nawala na yung sa isip ko nawala na yung kasi siya na yung sa isip ko pala. Okay, they need supervision class para maging productive ang employees. That is theory X. Then of course, ang theory Z naman, okay, ano ibig sabihin naman ng theory Z? What is theory Z class? Okay, so ang theory Z naman class, ang pinopromote natin class is loyalty. O, bakit kinikilig kayo? Okay, again, ang pinopromote natin dito is loyalty sa theory Z. Dati loyal din ako pero hindi rin kami nagkatuluyan. No? Okay, so iba pala yun. Okay, so again, iba pala yun. Okay, so back to work. Okay, so pag sinabi natin theory C class, ang focus yan is building loyalty doon sa of course, sa company. So paano magiging loyal ang employee sa company class? Siyempre, bibigyan natin sila ng sapat na compensation, meaning dapat hindi yung sobra-sobra yung trabaho nila pero yung compensation nila masyadong mababa. So, siyempre, makikita rin natin na effective ang leadership ng isang company o isang boss kapag maraming nagre-retire. Nakuha ba? Siyempre, kapag maraming nagre-retire sa company, meaning magaling sila mag-alaga, meaning employee-centered or employee-centered sila. That is what we call theory C. Okay, ulitin natin. Pag sinabi nating theory X, that is employees are presumed lazy, then they need a strict supervision. While ang theory Y naman, employees, by giving them rewards and incentives, so meaning they will make more productive class. Then theory Z naman, we are building, of course, yung loyalty to the company. So ang sagot natin dito, that is letter B. Okay, that is theory Y. Okay? So yan. Okay, next. Okay, may question kayo dito? Nakuha naman? Naintindihan nyo? Okay, so sige, loyalty is the word of the day. Okay, sige, next. Number three. Okay, number three na tayo, class. Okay, so this leader focuses on developing team member skills, providing guidance, and fostering their growth. Again, this leader focuses on developing team member skills, providing guidance, and fostering their growth. Letter A, bureaucratic leadership. Letter B, coaching leadership. Letter C, servant leadership. And letter D, situational leadership. Okay, anong sagot natin dito, class? Okay, so anong sagot? Final coaching leadership. Okay, anong sagot natin? Online world and Zoom. Anong sagot natin dito? Okay, the leader focuses on developing team member skills, providing guidance, and fostering their growth. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan, that is, okay, yung ginagawa natin ngayon, class. Okay, so that is a coaching leadership. Okay, yung coaching leadership kasi, class, kumbaga, ibibigay natin yung pinaka proper or yung pinakamadaling way, sabihin natin sa board exam kapag nagbabasa kayo, 'di ba? Ibibigay natin doon sa mga estudyante kung ano yung pinakamadaling way para maintindihan nila yung lesson. Coaching yon, meaning developing skills, okay? In answering question, providing guidance, paano kang improve yung kanilang retention, and fostering their growth. Meaning, hindi effective ang coaching mo kapag katulad natin dito, sabihin natin, yung coaching na ginagawa natin, kapag hindi pa rin kayo marunong magsagot or hindi nyo pa rin na-master ang answering skills, so meaning, hindi effective yung coaching ko. Okay? Or baka ano kayo, wag ko na sabihin. Okay? So again, that is coaching leadership class. Ibig sabihin, to develop your skills, providing guidance, and of course, fostering your growth. Meaning, at the end of the day, so makikita mo ngayon na nag-mature na siya or na ma-master niya na yung tinuro mo. So again, ang sagot natin doon, that is a coaching leadership. Naintindihan ba? Okay, bakit ang daming nagbibigay ng stars dito? Yayaman ako siguro dito. Okay, Ray Lopez, thank you. Again, that is letter B. Okay, good. Majority got the correct answer. Yung ibang choices, class, we will explain it later kasi may connected doon na tanong mamaya. Okay, that is letter B. Okay, number four. Okay, so number four, class, let's proceed sa number four. So this leader uses their personal charm and inspiration to influence and energize followers. Katulad ko. Oh, pilingin, no? Okay, so again, this leader uses their personal charm and aspiration to influence and energize their followers. Letter A, bureaucratic leadership. Letter B, coaching leadership. Letter C, charismatic. And letter D, situational. Okay, what is your answer, class? Okay, kapag ginamit mo yung personal charm mo, halimbawa yung aura mo palang pagpasok sa company, meaning naka-energize na agad. Kumbaga you are the, ano tawag natin dito? The light of the party, di ba? So parang ganon. Okay, so anong tawag natin doon, class? Okay, what kind of leadership is that? When you use your personal charm and inspiration and to energize your followers or your employees. So ang sagot natin dyan, that is, okay, syempre very obvious, that is a charismatic leadership. Meaning your charisma class, your charm, your ano, kumbaga yung taglay mo na ano, 'di ba may mga tao na pagpasok pa lang feeling mo ang sarap sampalin, nakakainis, 'di ba? Okay. May mga tao naman na pagpasok niya pa lang feeling mo ay nawala yung problema mo na galing sa bahay or doon ka nanggaling ka sa bahay ninyo pagdating mo doon sa company ninyo or sa opisina ninyo nawala lahat. Okay, kasi yung charisma niya or charm is parang ano, feeling mo tinutulak ka to to give your best more, 'di ba? So that is charismatic leadership class. Okay? So may mga charisma kasi class na parang nakakainis, no? Feeling, ano yon, may mga ganon, yung energy, kumbaga. Okay? So, yeah. That is letter C, charismatic leadership. Next, number 5. So, this group of leaders adjust their style to fit the development level of the followers they are trying to influence. This flexibility can be very effective, but requires leaders to be adept at assessing situations accurately. Again, this group of leaders adjust their style to fit the development level of followers they are trying to influence. This flexibility can be very effective, but requires leaders to be adept at assessing situations accurately. Letter A, bureaucratic. Letter B, coaching. Letter C, charismatic. And letter D, situational. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, so anong sagutan niyo, the class? Okay, sabi niya kasi dito, sabi niya flexible. Then of course, can be adapt. Okay, meaning class, pwede siyang mag-adapt sa situation or kailangan sa oras na yon or sa situation na yon. So that's why ang sagot natin, that is letter D, that is a situational leadership class. Okay, ang situational leadership class, whatever the problem may occur during the course of the operation ng company, syempre, he can adapt. And of course, he is flexible, meaning kayang-kaya niyang i-resolve yung ano may yung mga problem na may encounter nila. Okay, that is letter D, situational leadership. Eh, nandito pala si Ma'am Jane Pura, di ba? May hiya ako dito magkamali. Okay, okay lang. Willing naman ako magkamali para sa I know, hindi pala yun. Okay, so again, that is letter D, situational leadership ang sagot natin dyan. Okay, majority got the correct answer. Okay, so bakit kayo talaga, no, mga ano, no? Okay, number 6. Okay, number 6, the main goal of blank is to fill the various roles within the company with suitable candidates. Okay, lumabas to last February class, ha. Again, the main goal of blank is to fill the various roles within the company with suitable candidates. Letter A, planning. Letter B, organizing. Letter C, staffing. And letter D, directing. Okay, what is your answer? Pasok yan sa tinatawag natin na post-decor, di ba? Okay, post-decor. Okay, so ngayon, what is your answer? Again, the main goal is to fill the various roles within the company with suitable candidates. Meaning, yung pinaka-qualified or pinaka-qualified na employee or na applicant, yung ilagay mo doon sa trabaho which is suited naman sa kanyang qualification. Okay, anong sagot natin dyan? Okay, anong sagot natin? Kapag sinabi natin na i-fill in natin yung the right person on the right position. Di ba? Ganun yung pag ano natin. So again, ang sagot natin dyan is, okay, walang ibang sagot dyan. Lumabas yan last February 2025. That is, okay, bakit may mga nagko-comment ay, di ba? Focus kayo sa ano class mo. Ano lang yon? Okay, that is letter C, that is staffing. Okay, again, ulitin natin, that is letter C, staffing. So sa staffing class, meaning you will fill in the right person to the right position. Meaning yung sino yung pinaka-qualified sa position na yan na kinakailangan ng company or ng organization, so siya yung ilalagay mo. Halimbawa, expert siya ngayon sa cybercrime, so dapat doon mo rin siya sa cybercrime division ilagay, di ba? Kapag expert siya sa investigation, syempre doon mo rin siya ilalagay sa investigation. That is staffing class, meaning you will fill in the right person on the right position in the company para maging productive or para maging successful ang operation ninyo. Okay? So yan ang staffing. Okay? Kasi syempre, when I say planning, di ba, palaging lumalabas sa board exam kasi is staffing and planning. Ang planning kasi that is determination in advance, di ba? On what to be done, who will execute, where, what, syempre yung 5 Ws and 1 A. So that's why ano yung tawag natin sa planning, that is determination in advance. Okay? So yan ang letter C ang sagot natin dito, staffing. Okay, you fill the various roles within the company with suitable candidates. So again, ang sagot natin letter C. Tandaan nyo class, baka babalik na naman yan sa August 2025 kasi lumabas to last February 2025. So baka i-restructure lang nila yan or i-rephrase lang nila yan or gawin nilang case analysis. So dapat masasagot nyo pa rin yan kapag you fill in the various roles or various position on the right person, that is staffing ang sagot natin dyan. Pwedeng ulitin. Pero ito talaga ha, word by word ang pagtanong last February 2025. Baka may magkamali pa dyan. So kasi ang planning, that is determination in advance on what to be done. Staffing, ibig sabihin, uh, hiring or filling in the right person on that right position. Kung sino, ano yung qualified, kung qualified siya in that position. So ibabalik nila yan, posible. Okay, next, number 7. It focuses on continuous improvement, customer satisfaction, and employee involvement. Emphasizes the importance of quality in all aspects of organization. Lumabas to class ha. Dito sila nag-focus last February. Wala na yung mga dating mga panahon pa ni Kopong-Kopong. Ito yung mga tanungan sa board exam ngayon. Dapat ito yung ma-master ninyo sa mga management, administration, and so on. Okay, again, ulitin natin. It focuses on continuous improvement, customer satisfaction, and employee involvement, emphasizes the importance of quality in all aspects of organization. Letter A, lean management. Letter B, strategic management. Letter C, total quality management, or the TQM. And letter D, contingency theory. What is that? Okay, kapag continuous improvement, okay, meaning class, hindi complacent. Dapat kapag halimbawa you are a company, dapat continuous ang improvement. May mga discovery, innovation na mga na-discover. Customer satisfaction, meaning yung kapakanan talaga ng customer, yung tinitingnan niyo, yung satisfaction meaning fulfilled sila paglabas nila or yung mabigay mo yung services sa kanila. Okay, what is your answer for number 7? Okay, yung sagot natin for number 7, maraming sumagot sa Facebook between B and C, pero sa Zoom natin, ang sagot nila is TQM. Is that correct? Okay, the answer is letter C, that is TQM. That is correct. Total Quality Management. Again, tanong nyo lang sa TQM class, tatlo yan ang talagi nyong tandaan dyan. Yung continuous improvement, meaning hindi maging complacent. Continuous ang innovation, ang discovery, customer satisfaction, and employee involvement. Again, ulitin natin. That is what we call total quality management. Yung ibang choices, yung A, B, C, and A, B, and D, we will explain that later kasi merong question doon na naka-separate naman. Okay, again, that is letter C, total quality management or the TQM. Okay, so very good. Majority got the correct answer. Number 8. Okay, so a management theory that focuses on continuous improvement, efficiency, and delivering value to customers. Ito naman class, may similarity sila pero sabi niya, efficiency, di ba? Yun ang pagkakaiba. And delivering value to customers. So what is that? Again, a management theory that focuses on continuous improvement, efficiency, and delivering value to customers. Letter A, lean management. Letter B, strategic management. Letter C, total quality management. And letter D, contingency theory. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, kapag nakafocus siya on yung tatlo, continuous improvement, efficiency, and delivering value to customers, ang sagot natin dyan, that would be, okay, that is alpha. Okay, again, that is lean management. Okay, so kasi yung sa total quality management kanina, nang nakalagay doon, continuous improvement, customer satisfaction, and employees involvement. While sa lean management naman, continuous improvement, efficiency, and delivering value to customers. That's why ang sagot natin dito, class, for number 8, that is letter A, sige ulit, lean management. Okay. So again, that is alpha. Okay, very good. Nakuha naman ng lahat. Okay, that is alpha class. Okay, number 9. Okay, we will proceed on number 9. Okay, so a characteristics of a leader that is skilled at persuading and rallying people to achieve common goals, uses charisma and communication skills effectively. Again, a characteristics of a leader that is skilled at persuading and rallying people to achieve common goals, uses charisma and communication skills effectively. Letter A, visionary. Letter B, innovative. Letter C, influential. And letter D, empathetic. Okay, what is that? Lumabas rin to. Okay, so pwede nila yang i-rephrase or i-restructure ang tanong. So ano ang sagot natin dito? Again, a characteristic of a leader that is skilled at persuading and rallying people to achieve common goals, uses charisma and communication skills effectively. Okay, kapag magaling siya manghikayat, to persuade and rallying people to achieve common goals, that is, you are okay, influential. Again, ulitin natin. So pag sinabi natin you are skilled at persuading and rallying people or uses charisma and communication skills, effectively that you are influential. Meaning, yung kanyang through his charisma o yung kanyang magaling, yung mabulaklakin na ano, no? O kayang-kaya niyang pasunurin or pasunodin yung mga kanyang employee o kanyang mga nasasakupan. Okay? So you are influential. When I say empathetic kasi, what is empathetic? Ibig sabihin, na iniintindihan mo sila kung ano yung, kung saan sila nanggagaling, kung ano yung pinaghuhugutan nila. Innovative naman, ibig sabihin you are open for new discovery, di ba? Visionary, meaning hindi lang ngayong araw ang tinitingnan mo after 5 years, after 10 years, so you are a visionary leader. So again, ang sagot natin dito, that is letter C, influential. Okay, very good. Majority got the correct answer. Okay, next, number 10. Okay, number 10. We will proceed number 10. Okay, so a leader that can handle setbacks and challenges with composure maintains optimism and a positive attitude under pressure. Again, number 10, a leader that can handle setbacks and challenges with composure maintains optimism and a positive attitude under pressure. Letter A, visionary. Letter B, innovative. Letter C, influential. And letter D, empathetic. Meaning class, hindi agad-agad sumusuko. Okay? So meaning whatever the challenges na may encounter niya along the way, kayang-kaya niya i-resolve agad-agad. Okay, meaning hindi mo siya makitaan ng pagsuko. Medyo napapagod siya pero hindi siya susuko. 'Di ba? Ganun 'yon. Kahit sa pag-ibig. Ano, hindi pala. Okay, so again, that is okay, anong sagot natin? Resilient. Okay, that is innovative class. Okay, a leader that can handle setbacks and challenges with composure. Walang nakalagay diyan na resilient. So, syempre, ang tanggal natin diyan class, ang pinaka nearest answer ang sagot natin. So, that's why innovative. Syempre, hindi tayo maghahanap ng wala sa choices. Resilience ba ang nalagay ko sa choices or innovative? Innovative. Okay, so yan. Yung innovative na syempre new discoveries or pwede kumbaga you are not complacent. Kumbaga may gusto mong gawin or gusto mong ma-discover, gusto mong ma-try, that is innovative. So syempre, innovative ang pinaka-nearest answer dito. Nakuha ba? Okay, so that is, hindi bonus innovative ang pinaka-nearest answer natin. Letter B. Okay, wag kayong maghanap ng wala sa choices. Okay, good. Okay, next, number 11. So how does democratic leadership involve team members? Again, how does democratic leadership involve team members? Letter A, by allowing them complete freedom in decision making. Letter B, by punishing those who fail to meet expectations. Letter C, by including them in decision making process. Or letter D, by providing rewards for compliance. Okay, again, pag sinabi nating democratic, di ba kapag sinabi nating autocratic kanina, nagde-decide siya unilaterally, meaning without consulting others or without consulting the team members. Pag sinabi naman nating democratic leadership class, ano naman ang itsura or ano naman yung description natin when it comes sa democratic leadership? Okay, kapag democratic class, okay, meaning by including them or by including their employees class in the decision-making process. Meaning, hindi lang siya yung isang nag-iisip. Okay, meaning, meron ngayon pagkakataon or chances yung kanyang mga employees to give their suggestion or to give their recommendation. That is what we call the democratic leadership. Again, when I say democratic leadership, meaning involving your team members in the decision making. Kasi ang kaibahan niya or ang kanyang kabaliktaran class, is the autocratic leadership. Kasi ang autocratic leadership, the leader decides unilaterally without consulting others or without consulting his or her team members. Nakuha ba? Okay, democratic class, ibig sabihin, involve team members, while ang autocratic, he decides unilaterally without consulting his or her team members. Okay, again, ang sagot natin for number 11, that is letter C. Okay, very good. Majority got the correct answer. Number 12. Okay, so which leadership style emphasizes flexibility and adapting to the situation? Okay, again, ito naman is same siya pero same thought pa rin. Which leadership style emphasizes flexibility and adapting to the situation? Letter A, autocratic, situational, charismatic, or bureaucratic? Okay. So again, ang sagot natin dyan, kapag you are flexible and you can adapt to the situation immediately, agad-agad, that is a situational leadership. Okay, again, that is letter B. Okay, that is a situational leadership class. Ang autocratic kasi nagde-decide lang siya mag-isa. Charismatic, he uses his charisma or charm in influencing others. Okay, kasi pag sinabi naman nating bureaucratic class, what is that? Bureaucratic naman, ibig sabihin in order, meaning hindi ka pwedeng pumunta agad-agad sa presidente. Halimbawa, sa school na lang, sabihin natin, kapag may problema, dadaan ka muna sa dean, di ba? After ng dean is pupunta before sa VP or sa president. Yun ang tinatawag natin na bureaucratic. Meaning class, merong stages na pagdadaanan mo. Meaning hindi mo pwedeng i-bypass yung ibang mga personnel along doon sa process na yon. So yan ang tinatawag natin na bureaucratic leadership. Okay, katulad sa Pilipinas, so bureaucratic tayo class. Meaning marami ka pang, kahit yung pera nga natin, di ba? Ang galing sa national government, 15,000, dadaan sa ganito ganyan, 10,000 na lang. Dadaan sa barangay, 5,000. Dadaan kay purok leader, 3,000. Pagdating sa iyo, 500 na lang. Okay. So yun ang bureaucratic, 'di ba? So parang parang yun ang class, yun yung natin. Yun yung reality. Kahit sabihin natin na hindi nangyayari, nangyayari talaga yun sa Pilipinas class, di ba? Okay, so nanggaling sa taas, 15,000, dumating sa'yo, sa kamay mo, 500 na lang. O, di ba? Okay, okay lang kung dumating, no? Pero kung hindi talaga, ay wala. Sardinas na lang dumating. Okay, so that is a bureaucratic leadership class. Okay, number 13. Okay, what is a primary feature of a servant leadership? Okay, again, ito naman, ang tinatanong niya naman, ano daw yung description or what is the primary feature ngayon of a servant leadership? Okay, kapag servant leader ka class, ano yung best description natin dyan? Letter A, prioritizing the needs of the leader over the team. Letter B, focusing solely on task completion. Letter C, serving the needs of the team and organization. And letter D, using rewards and punishment for motivation. Okay, anong sagot natin dito? Okay, when I say servant leader or a servant leadership class, what is the best description or the best feature of a servant leadership? Okay, so majority answered letter C. Okay, letter C, tama ba yan? Okay, syempre that is correct. Okay, so serving the needs of the team and organization. Meaning class, kapag you are a servant leader, ang pinopossess mo na qualities is uunahin mo muna yung mga pangangailangan ng mga team members mo. Minsan nga nakakalimutan mo na unahin or na may pangangailangan ka rin na boss or na leader. So that is what we call servant leadership. Nakuha ba? Again, ulitin natin. Pag sinabi nating servant leadership class, meaning you serve the needs of the team member first and the organization before your own. That is what we call servant leadership. O inuuna mo palagi or inuuna mo muna yung pangangailangan ng team members before your needs. That is a servant leadership. Parang feeling mo, utusan ka nila. Not literally class meaning kailangan mo man i-attain or kailangan mo man i-accomplish yung pangangailangan nila before yung sa'yo. That is a letter C. So that is the best description or the best picture rather of a servant leadership. Okay, very good. Number 14. We will proceed now on number 14. Okay, so what does the trait theory of leadership emphasize? Again, number 14, what does the trait theory of leadership emphasize? Letter A, the innate qualities of leaders. Letter B, the learned behaviors of leaders. Letter C, the effectiveness of leadership styles in specific situations. And letter D, the relationship between leaders and followers. Okay, what is the ano? When I say trait theory class, ano ba yung best description ng trait theory? Okay, so meaning class, when I say trait theory, meaning inborn, innate. So that's why that is letter A. Ganito kasi ang trait theory class, meaning yung tao pag nung pinanganak pala siya sa mundong ibabaw, makikitaan mo na agad. Di ba nung elementary ka pa lang sabi ng teacher mo, ay yung bata na to paglaki na to leader to. Kasi the way siya mag-isip, the way siya i-manage yung sarili niya, or the way siya socialize sa ibang tao is nakitaan mo na yung kanyang innate qualities of a leaders. Meaning, that is inborn sa kanya ang pagiging leader class. Naintindihan? Okay, that is letter A. That is the innate qualities of a leader. Naintindihan? Ulitin natin. Pag sinabi natin theory class, meaning inborn or innate, nung pinanganak pa lang siya, makitaan mo na siya the way he thinks or the way he communicate or the way he socialize with other people in the community, nakitaan mo na siya class that he is a born leader. That's why, ang sagot natin dito, that is letter A, the innate qualities of leaders. Naintindihan ba? Na-gets? Okay, so again, that is the best description of a trait theory. That's why, class, huwag kayo maniwala na yung mahaba, yun yung sagot. Yung maikli, yun yung sagot. Walang ganon, okay? Mahaba, maikli, dapat hanapin nyo ang best answer. Okay, so again, ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter A. Okay, next, number 15. Okay, number 15. Behavioral theory focuses on which two primary types of behaviors? Again, when I say behavioral theory, focuses on which two primary types of behaviors? Letter A, directive and supportive. Letter B, task-oriented and people-oriented. Letter C, visionary and transactional. And letter D, autocratic and democratic. Okay, when I say behavioral theory, what is your answer? Okay, delta. Is that delta? Everyone? Okay. So when I say behavioral theory class, ang sagot natin is Bravo. Okay, again, ang sagot natin dyan, that is Bravo. Unang-una is task-oriented, meaning nakafocus siya doon sa na kailangan i-accomplish na mga trabaho or na mga tasks. That is sa task-oriented, and people-oriented, meaning ang focus niya is yung sa mga kanyang employee class. So that is a behavioral theory. Again, ang behavioral theory class, nakafocus yan ng two primary types. Of course, we have the task-oriented and people-oriented. Okay, so very good. Majority got the correct answer. Okay, next, number 16. Okay, so which leadership theory emphasizes motivating followers to exceed expectations? Again, which leadership theory emphasizes motivating followers to exceed expectations? Letter A, transactional leadership theory. Letter B, situational leadership theory. Letter C, transformational leadership theory. And letter D, trait theory. Siyempre, tatanggalin natin si Delta, which is the trait theory, tama? Kasi nga, innate qualities naman yon. Okay? So, anong sagot natin dito ngayon? Motivating followers to exceed their expectations. So, that's why ang sagot natin is letter C, transformational leadership theory. Okay? Kasi ang transactional meaning there is a, uh, there is a, ano tawag natin dito? May face-to-face or merong transaction na nangyari between the then situational naman it can adjust to the situation or it can adapt to the situation. That's why yung sagot natin is letter C, transformational leadership theory. Okay, very good. Next, number 17. So which management theory emphasizes efficiency and a clear hierarchy? Again, which management theory emphasizes efficiency and a clear hierarchy? Meaning class, may pagkasunod-sunod or may dapat kang pagdaanan or yung hagdan, kumbaga class. Letter A, human relations theory. Letter B, systems theory. Letter C, classical management theory. Or letter D, contingency theory. Okay. What is it kasi contingency is parang backup, di ba? So ngayon, kapag ang theory na nakafocus on efficiency and a clear hierarchy, what is your answer? Okay, so again, that is, okay, very good. That is a classical management theory. Again, ulitin natin. So pag sinabi nating 17th class, that is classical management theory. Nakafocus yan on efficiency and of course, clear hierarchy or yung pagkasunod-sunod ng of course in the ano class in the organization. Okay, next number 18. Okay, we will proceed now on number 18. Okay, dito tayo ka sa number 18. So what is the focus of total quality management or the TQM? Again, number 18. What is the focus of total quality management or the TQM? Letter A, strict adherence to established rules. Letter B, continuous improvement and customer satisfaction. Letter C, rewarding employees based on performance. And letter D, prioritizing hierarchical decision making. Okay, what is your answer? Again, ano ang focus ng TQM natin? Okay, so what is the focus of the TQM? Okay, very good. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan, pag sinabi natin TQM class, ang focus niya is continuous improvement and customer satisfaction. Meaning class, dapat consistent kayo sa mga sagot ninyo, di ba? Yung kanina, ibang version ng tanong pero same pa rin yan. So pag sinabi natin TQM, continuous improvement, and customer satisfaction. Okay, that is letter B. Okay, number 19. Okay, so which step is not part, okay, again, not part class, of the planning process in management? Again, which step is not part of the planning process in management? Letter A, setting objectives. Letter B, conducting a SWOT analysis. Letter C, monitoring performance matrix. And letter D, developing contingency plans. Okay, what is your answer, class? Which is not part of the planning process in management? Di ba pag sinabi ting planning, that is the determination in advance on what to be done. And of course, dapat masagutan rin yung 5 W's and 1 H. Ngayon, which is not part of the planning process in management. Ano sagot natin dyan, class? For number 19. Ano yung hindi kasali? Okay, that is letter D. Okay, that is developing contingency plans. Kasi setting objectives, syempre that is part of the planning. Conducting a SWOT analysis, meaning you need to determine first the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunity, and the threats of your plan. Then you monitor performance matrix. So developing contingency plans. Okay, that is letter D ang hindi kasali dito. Okay, so yan ang letter B class. Okay, number 20. Okay, Charmy is a team leader at a software company. She makes all project decisions independently, rarely consulting her team members. While this approach saves time, some team members feel left out and demotivated. Which leadership style does Charmy exhibit? Again, Charmy is a team leader at a software company. She makes all project decisions independently, rarely consulting her team members. While his approach saves time, some team members feel left out and demotivated. So which leadership style does Charmy exhibit? Letter A, transformational leadership. Letter B, democratic. Letter C, autocratic. And letter D, laissez-faire leadership. What is your answer? Okay, ano ngayon si Charmy? Okay, he makes all project decisions independently, meaning nagre-rely lang siya sa sarili niya. Okay, what is the best answer for number 20? Okay, letter C ang sagot nila. Okay, so that's why Charmy is an example. Okay, ang kanyang leadership class is tinatawag natin na autocratic leadership. Okay, again, ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter C, autocratic leadership. Kasi nga, she does not, she doesn't need the opinions and recommendations of her team members. Okay, that is letter C, autocratic leadership. Okay, number 21. Okay, number 21 na tayo, plus ha. So Rika encourages her marketing team to brainstorm ideas for an upcoming campaign. After considering their input, she makes the final decision, ensuring everyone feels valued and involved. So which leadership style does Rika demonstrate? Letter A, situational. Letter B, democratic. Letter C, charismatic. And letter D, bureaucratic. So kapag in-involve mo ngayon yung ibang team members in the decision making, so meaning they are feel heard and motivated, syempre kasi kino-consider mo ngayon ang kanilang mga tawag nito, idea. So that's why ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter B, that is a democratic leadership. So again, ang sagot natin dito, kapag you involve your team members in the brainstorming or in idea in planning the ideas class for your company, that is a democratic leadership. Okay, very good. Number 22. Okay, so a tech startup is led by James, who inspires his team with a vision of revolutionizing the industry. He motivates them to push their boundaries and consistently support their innovative ideas. So, which leadership style is James using? Again, a tech startup is led by James, who inspires his team with a vision of revolutionizing the industry. He motivates them to push their boundaries and consistently support their innovative ideas. Which leadership style is James using? Letter A, transformational. Letter B, transactional. Letter C, laissez-faire. And letter D, coaching. Siyempre, tanggalin natin si, ano no? Sino? Si coaching. Okay, so ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter B, that is a transactional leadership class. Again, that is a transactional leadership. So that is letter B. Kasi nga sabi niya, you inspire his team members with a vision of revolutionizing the industry. Meaning, paano nila ma-revolutionize, ibig sabihin mabago yung takbo ng business, syempre kailangan talaga nila kausapin yung mga tao in the field ng kanilang expertise para syempre may pagbabago na mangyayari. That is a transactional leadership class. That is Bravo. Okay, number 23. So an organization is experiencing poor performance due to the mismatched leadership styles. The manager insists on a highly directive approach even when experienced and skilled employees causing frustration. Which leadership theory suggests that the effectiveness of a leadership style depend on the context? Again, an organization experiencing poor performance due to the mismatched leadership style, meaning hindi siya doon suitable sa mga sa kapangyarihan sa skill or sa kakayahan ngayon ng kanyang employees class. So instead na ma-motivate sila, they feel frustrated. So what kind of leadership is that? Behavioral, contingency, trait theory, or servant leadership? When I say servant, meaning class, you are prioritizing the needs of your employees over your own. That's why ang sagot natin dito is letter B, contingency theory. Kasi ang trait theory class, you are inborn or ang pagiging leader mo class is innate or inborn sa'yo. There is a trait theory. That's why dito ang sagot natin is contingency theory class. Okay, dapat mag-match ngayon yung leadership mo doon. Okay? So dapat meron kapag hindi ito siya angkop doon sa skills and of course yung pangangailangan ng employee mo. So dapat ano yan, dapat meron kang backup plan. So that is a contingency theory. That is Bravo. Okay, don't write anything on the screen, please. Okay, number 24. Ito naman. Okay, so Giselle is known for her natural charisma and confidence. Her team feels energized and motivated by her presence, and she easily gains their trust and loyalty. Which leadership theory best explains Giselle's effectiveness as a leader? Letter A, transformational. Letter B, trait. Letter C, transactional. And letter D, path goal theory. Okay, ano ngayon ang ano class? Sabi niyo na natural charisma and confidence. Okay, meaning class, si Giselle, inborn ang pagiging leader niya kasi nga yung kanyang confidence, yung kanyang charisma class. Okay, so that is a trait theory. Okay, very good. Okay, nakuha niyo ang tamang sagot. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter B, that is a trait theory class. Kasi yung kanyang natural charm and confidence, the way he motivates the employee or the way na-gain niya yung trust ng kanyang employees, so that is a trait theory class. Okay, kumbaga may mga inborn talaga, di ba? Okay, inborn na pagiging leader, innate, kumbaga. Okay, number 25. So a manufacturing company introduces strict rules for employees to follow, ensuring all operations run efficiently and without deviation. The organizational structure is hierarchical and tasks are clearly divided among workers. So which management theory is the company applying? A, human relations, letter B, systems, letter C, classical management, or letter D, contingency theory. What is that? Okay, anong sagot niya dito? Okay, ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter C. Okay, that is classical management theory. Di ba? Tanan nyo lang kanina, kapag classical, yung word na efficiently, di ba? Okay, so again, efficient and without deviation, meaning tuloy-tuloy ang operation. And yung work class are clearly divided hierarchical, meaning may mga steps, di ba? Or merong ano doon class, may susundin ka, hindi mo pwedeng i-bypass yung nasa baba. Okay? So parang ano siya class, similar siya sa tinatawag natin ng bureaucratic. Okay? So again, that is letter C, classical management theory. Okay, next number 26. Okay, a manager prioritizes employee satisfaction and regularly interacts with them to understand their needs. This approach leads to a noticeable increase in productivity and morale. Which management theory is this manager using? Letter A, human relations. Letter B, classical. Letter C, lean. Or letter D, theory X. Siyempre, tatanggalin natin sa letter D, which is the theory X, kasi 'di ba? Ang theory X, employees are lazy, 'di ba? Ngayon sabi natin dito, they interacts with them to understand their needs. So, ang sagot natin is, okay, that is letter A, human relations theory. Meaning class, doon ka, ang priority mo class is the welfare of your, okay, welfare of your employees. Hindi yung, hindi yung kasikatan, 'di ba? May iba kasi na company na gano'n, 'di ba? So wala silang pakialam sa iba sa employees nila. Sabi nila, you are all replaceable. Okay, parang something, kumbaga pwede nilang palitan anytime. So human relations theory, meaning class, they prioritizes their employee satisfaction. So again, that is human relation. HR, kumbaga, di ba? HR. So meaning dapat magsusumbong ka sa HR, ikaw yung ano no, ikaw dapat yung kakampihan, pero pag nagsumbong ka, ay papagalitan ka, pero hindi naman sa lahat na. Okay, so sabi natin sa iba na, based on my ano lang. Okay, so yeah, that is on some experience dito sa mga class ano natin. Okay, that is a human relations theory. Next, number 27. During a team meeting, the manager emphasizes the importance of collaboration between team members, seeing the organization as a system where every component is interdependent. Which management theory aligns with this approach? Meaning class, gusto niya yung collaboration with each other within different division class or departments. Yun yun ang may division. Okay? So di ba may mga company na gusto niya mag-away-away yung bawat department. May iba naman na leader na gusto niya nagko-collaborate or nagtutulungan yung bawat isa. What is that? System, contingency, total quality management, or strategic management? Ang sagot natin for number 27, that is letter A, system theory. Okay, sa system theory class, meaning the management aligns with kung saan yung focus niya is collaboration, meaning dapat mag-collaborate ang bawat members or every department class. Kasi nga, bawat isa sa kanila ay may role na ginagampanan, kaya naging successful ang organization or yung process ng isang company or isang business. Okay, that is system theory. Okay, next we have number 28. Okay, number 28, Regine's team is tasked with finding a cost-effective solution to a production issue. So they brainstorm various ideas and vote on the best one after evaluating all options together. So which group decision-making technique is Regine team using? Meaning class, magbe-brainstorm sila, pag-uusapan nila yung possible solution to the problem. Then, after that, pagbubotohan nila. Kung sino yung majority na mananalo, so yun ang mananalo class. Or yun yung susundin nila. Okay, what type of decision-making technique is that? Ang ginagamit ni Regine. Okay, that is? Okay, that is letter D. Okay, that is the multi-voting class. Okay, again, ulitin natin. Ang ginagamit na Richie dito class is multi-voting kasi again, they brainstorm ideas or different options and alternatives class doon sa problema. Then after that, pagbobotohan nila, majority wins. Kung ano yung majority na mananalo, syempre, yun ang susundin nila. O yun yung decision na susundin ng company or ng business. Okay, number 29. Umuulan na no sa labas. Okay, so a public manager must decide on a new policy under pressure. Despite limited time, the manager ensures transparency in the decision-making process by involving community leaders and documenting the rationale. So which factor is the manager prioritizing in the decision-making? Letter A, speed of execution. Letter B, public accountability. Letter C, resource allocation. And letter D, stakeholder influence. Okay, what is that? Sabi niya dito, by documenting the rationale or the rationale. Okay, that's why ang sagot natin dito is letter B, public accountability. Okay, again, ulitin natin. So meaning class, you are transparent ngayon. Whatever wrong decisions na ginawa mo, you are accountable to the people or you are accountable to the public. So again, ang tawag natin dyan is public accountability. Okay, that is bravo. Okay, next number 30. Okay, i-explain ko muna class ang ibang ano. Siyempre, ang resource allocation, meaning kung saan natin gagamitin ngayon yung ating budget, di ba? Okay, that is resource allocation. Then stakeholder influence, meaning class, yung influence or yung participation ng mga stakeholders natin or yung mga tumutulong, di ba? The community. So for the execution class and the success of the operation of the company, that is stakeholder influence, then speed of execution dapat mabilis, di ba? Kasi nga kapag na-late yan, hindi na siya suitable ngayon to the need of time. Okay, so again, ang sagot natin dyan is letter B, that is a public accountability. That is bravo. Okay, number 30. Okay, number 30. Paul's team is highly skilled and experienced. He gives them full autonomy to make decisions while providing minimal guidance, believing they can handle their tasks independently. So which leadership style does Paul exhibit? Meaning class, he gives them full autonomy. Okay, kayo na mag-decide. Okay, minimal lang ang kanyang guidance na binibigay sa kanya. Lumabas to class, paborito to sa board exam pagdating sa Leia, yung number 30 na to. Okay, kapag sinabi niya, the leader gives them full autonomy to make decision while providing minimal guidance. Okay, kayo na bahala. Okay, so kapag may problema kayo, sabihin niyo na sa akin. Ganon. Anong tawag natin doon na leadership class? Letter A, transformational, license-fair, transactional, and coaching. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan, class, is letter B, that is license-fair leadership or hands-off approach. Okay, kayo na bahala, class. Or kayo na bahala, class. Kayo na bahala. Okay, kung ano yung problema, sabihin nyo sa akin. Okay, so that is license-fair. Siguro, class, aside, may negative rin yan. And of course, may positive connotation rin ang license-fair, di ba? Kasi nga, binibigyan niya ngayon ng full autonomy yung kanyang mga team members na magdesisyon. Ang kagandahan dyan is binibigyan mo sila ng confidence, di ba? Ay pinagkatiwalaan tayo ni boss, dapat galingan natin. Yung iba naman, kapag nagbumalpak yan, sinong sisisihin? Si boss rin, di ba? Bakit mo kasi hinayaan na sila lang yung magdesisyon? That is the license fair. Nakadepende na lang yan, class, sa type of a leader and type of employees na meron yung boss. Okay, that is letter B, license fair approach. Okay, number 31. So Emma constantly evaluates the skills and development levels of her team. She shifts between providing hands-on support and delegating tasks based on their needs. Which leadership style is Emma demonstrating? A, servant, letter B, situational, letter C, bureaucratic, and letter D, democratic. Okay, sabi niya, providing hands-on support and delegating tasks. Meaning, okay, ikaw, ito yung gagawin mo. Ito naman yung sa'yo. Okay, you delegate. Okay, you divide. Hindi lang ikaw. Hindi lang ikaw yung mahal ko. Ay, iba pala yun. Okay, so again, that is letter. Okay, that is letter B. Okay, that is, okay, situational leadership class ang tawag natin doon. Meaning, okay, mag-leverage ka or mag-adapt ka doon sa situation. Okay, you delegate the task, okay, being needed to accomplish, that is situational leadership. Number 32. Okay, so a manager rewards employees who meet their targets with bonuses and reprimands those who fail to achieve goals. Which leadership style is this manager using? Meaning class, kapag na-meet mo yung target mo, meron kang added benefits or added bonuses. Kapag hindi mo naman, o you failed naman, syempre, merong penalty or reprimands naman ang gagamitin or meron namang corresponding penalty or sabihin natin, masuspend ka for 2 days and so on. Okay, what is that for number 32? Okay, the answer is, okay, letter C, that is transactional leadership. So again, that is a transactional leadership class. Okay, meaning kapag may gagawin ka muna bago ka bibigyan ng benefits or bonuses and may gagawin ka rin nakapalpakan bago ka bigyan ng penalty. That is a transactional leadership class. Okay, number 33. Okay, a leader focuses on fostering trust and innovation within the team while sharing a clear and compelling vision for the organization's future. So which leadership theory does this reflect? Letter A, transformational. Letter B, trait theory. Letter C, behavioral. And letter D, situational. Again, ang focus niya is fostering trust and innovation within the team. What is that? Okay. Majority answered alpha. Okay, let's see. Ang sagot natin is letter A, good. That is a transformational leadership theory class. Okay, meaning sabihin, binibigay ko yung full trust ko. Okay, so then of course, alam ko na maibibigay mo rin yung best mo. That is a transformational leadership theory. Okay, that is alpha. Naintindihan? Okay, number 34. Jessica, a manager, helps her team understand how their individual tasks contribute to the company's overall objectives. She also removes obstacles that hinder their progress. Which leadership theory is Jessica applying? Letter A, path goal. Letter B, servant leadership theory. Letter C, trait. And letter D, transactional. Meaning class, si Jessica, as a manager, yung mga doubts mo ngayon or yung mga pag-alinlangan mo, sir, ano ba yung pipiliin ko? Magbo-board exam ba ako o magpapakasal? Okay, syempre, si Jessica naman, unahin mo yung board exam kasi lifetime yon. Ang magpapakasal, baka maghiwalay pa kayo. Okay, so yun ang example, no? Anong tawag natin doon? That is a, okay, path goal theory class. Ibig sabihin, you removes all the obstacles that hinder their progress. Baka sabihin mo, ay, hiwalay mo yung boyfriend mo na basagulero or na palaging may kaaway. Kasi yan yung naghihinder sa'yo na hindi ka naging successful or hindi ka naging productive sa trabaho mo. So, path goal theory class. Ibig sabihin, you clear cloud of doubts. Meaning, yung mga doubts along the way is ini-clear mo yung class. Okay, go, sabihin natin, or magano ka, mag-masteral ka kasi yun ang mas mag-improve sa competency mo. So, path goal ang ginagawa ni Jessica class, meaning you clear the doubts or you remove obstacles that hinders their progress. Okay, next, number 35. The CEO of a retail company frequently reviews market trends and adjusts strategies to remain competitive. The company also adopts internal operations to align with external challenges. Which management theory aligns with this approach? Letter A, contingency. Letter B, theory. Letter C, lead management. And letter D, total quality management. Meaning, kung ano yung pinaka-trend ngayon sa market, and of course, ano yung pinaka-strategy na mas maganda na i-adapt, okay, to remain competitive. Okay, so ano yung yun ang gagawin ninyo? Meaning, dapat ma-check mo ngayon, di ba? Okay, kahit sa mga review centers, di ba, class, meron may nagsusukul, ano yun? May mga bagong strategy na bentang-benta sa mga estudyante. So anong tawag natin doon? Or sa market? Okay, sabihin natin may business ka ngayon, coffee shop. May coffee shop ngayon, tapos ano ba yung bentang-benta ngayon sa ano, syempre dapat maglagay ka ng wifi or maglagay ka ng extra service, ay iba pa yun. Extra service ay ibig sabihin may mga free ka na ibibigay doon para makakaakit sa customer. Ang tawag natin doon is contingency theory. Okay, contingency class ibig sabihin dapat meron kang backup plan or your company must remain competitive, meaning dapat alam mo yung market trends sa ngayon. And of course, dapat maka-adjust ka sa bagong strategy kapag may bagong competition or may bagong problem na nag-arise. Okay, that is a contingency theory. Okay, number 36. Okay, a manager believes that employees need strict supervision to meet deadlines as they lack intrinsic motivation. So which theory does this manager align with? Letter A at theory X, letter B, theory Y, letter C, human relations theory, and letter D, systems theory. Meaning class, hindi sila magpa-function without the strict supervision coming from the head or from the leader. So anong tawag natin doon? Siyempre, kakasagot lang natin kanina, no? That is letter A. That is a theory X. Okay, kasi they are lazy. That's why they need a strict supervision to function effectively or to function efficiently. That is letter A. That is a theory X. Okay, number 37. Okay, Anna implements a continuous improvement process in her department, focusing on employee involvement and customer satisfaction. Which management theory is Anna applying? Okay, kapag nakafocus yan on continuous improvement, okay, focusing on employee involvement and customer satisfaction. So si Anna class is applying a total quality management or the TQM. Okay, again, ulitin natin. That is a total quality management kasi continuous improvement, the focus on employee involvement and customer satisfaction. That is Bravo. Okay, good. Majority got the correct answer. Number 38. During a manufacturing review, a manager eliminates wasteful processes while improving product delivery speed to add more value for customers. Which management theory is being used? Again, letter A, system, letter B, lean management, letter C, theory X, and letter D, human relations theory. Okay, meaning class, dapat i-eliminate nila yung mga wasteful processes. Okay, dapat yung mas pinakamabilis, simplified process na gagamitin or susundin para mabigay nila yung best to their customer. Okay, what is your answer? Okay, that is say lean management. Class again, ang lean management, continuous improvement, and of course, i-eliminate yung waste class. Okay, that is Bravo. Okay, number 39. Okay, Sophia, a department head, is tasked with implementing the company's strategic plan. Strategic is long-term, tama? Okay, she ensures her team understand their roles and coordinates activities across departments. What is Sophia's management level? Letter A, top level manager siya. Letter B, middle level. Letter C, first line manager or general manager. Again, implementing the company's strategic plans. Okay, so meaning she makes sure that all activities are coordinated well among all the or across departments. So again, that is letter B. Okay, that is middle level manager. Okay, again, that is Bravo class. She is a middle level manager. There's a sub question there. 40. Okay, a store manager oversees multiple functions within a retail outlet. including inventory, sales, and customer service. What type of manager is this? Again, a store manager oversees multiple functions within a retail outlet, including inventory, sales, and customer service. What type of manager is this, class? Okay, he oversees functional, general manager, top level, or first line. Okay, kapag syempre general yan class kasi lahat ng tinitingnan mo, you are considered as a general manager. Meaning lahat yung overall process ngayon ng company is tinitingnan mo from the functions of the employees, inventory, sales, and customer service. Okay, that is letter B, general manager. Manager ni Elias, bakit nasali yan? Okay. Number 41. Kayo talaga, no? Okay, Mark supervises a group of factory workers and ensures daily production targets are met efficiently. What is Mark's role in organization? Again, Mark supervises a group of factory workers and ensures daily production targets are met efficiently. So what is Mark's role in organization? Letter A, middle level. Letter B, first line. Letter C, functional. Or letter D, general manager. Siyempre, tanggalin natin si general manager. Tanggalin din natin si middle level. Tanggalin din natin si functional. That's why ang sagot natin is letter B. Okay, that is first line manager. Okay, ulitin natin. Ang sagot natin for number 41, okay, tinatawag natin yan siya na first line manager class. Okay, number 42. Okay, a company conducts a SWOT, meaning strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis to identify potential risks and opportunities before launching a product or a new product rather. So which management function does this represent? Letter A, leading. Letter B, organizing. Letter B, planning. And letter D, controlling. Again, kapag before mo i-launch ang new product mo, class, magkakanda ka muna ng SWOT analysis. Anong tawag natin doon? Okay, syempre, ang SWOT analysis class, pasok yan sa planning, di ba? You determine in advance what to be done, okay, how to execute, where, when, and how, okay, and why. Di ba? Why? Bakit mo ako iniwan? Okay, so again, that is letter C, planning class. Meaning, you need to identify first, okay, kung ano yung kailangan para maging effective or maging successful ang pag-launch yun ng bagong product. Okay, that is letter C, planning. Okay, baka sabihin nila under ako, no? Okay, number 43. Okay, Susan ensures, sino si Susan dito sa grupo niyo? Wala? Okay, yung Marites, hindi pala yun. Okay, Susan ensures all resources, including personnel and equipment, are allocated efficiently to meet the objectives of a marketing campaign. So which management function is Susan performing? Letter A, organizing. Letter B, staffing. Letter C, controlling. And letter D, leading. Okay, sabi niya, ensures all resources, including personnel and equipment, are allocated efficiently. Meaning nagamit ng maayos or sa tama yung resources class. That is organizing class. Nakuha ba? Kasi nga sabi niya, ensures all resources, including personnel and equipment, are allocated efficiently. Meaning class, efficient ngayon ang employee, meaning they function effectively, and of course, yung resources or yung sabihin natin financial matters, yung pera na gamit sa tamang paggamitan. That is organizing ang tawag natin doon. Ibig sabihin, allocating the resources or arranging, okay, or allocating the resources kung saan dapat ang kailangan niyang paggamitan. Okay, or intended. 44, during a crisis, James must decide on a strategy quickly. He simplifies the available options and prioritizes the most critical issues. What strategy is James using for decision making? Letter A, delegation. Letter B, risk assessment. Letter C, simplifying alternatives. And letter D, multi-voting. Pag sinabi kasi natin delegation, ibig sabihin you assign on the particular person to accomplish that respective task, di ba? Delegation ang tawag natin doon. So sabi niya dito is simplify from general to specific. Okay, ang sagot natin dyan is Siyempre, simplifying alternatives. When we say alternatives, class, that is the other term for options. Okay, ibig sabihin, or choices. So again, that is letter C, simplifying alternatives. Okay, katulad ng ginagawa natin, yung pinaka-complicated na topic, sinasimplify natin para mas mabilis ninyong maunawaan. So that is simplifying, class. Okay, number 45. So during a team meeting, multiple solutions are suggested for a workflow issue. The team discusses and votes on the best option, achieving majority agreement. What decision-making approach is being applied? Letter A, groupthink. Letter B, multi-voting. Letter C, consensus decision-making. And letter D, brainstorming. What is that? Okay, ibig sabihin, they collaborate and afterwards they voted for the best option. So that is a multi-voting. Again, ulitin natin, ang sagot natin dyan, that is letter B, that is multi-voting class. Meaning, they brainstorm and afterwards, they select the best option or the best alternatives among the options. That is letter B, multi-voting. Okay, number 46. A public manager must implement a new regulation affecting multiple stakeholders. They engage stakeholders in the decision-making process to ensure inclusivity and transparency. Which factor is being prioritized? Letter A, ethical consideration. Letter B, stakeholder influence. Letter C, speed of execution. And letter D, intuition. Nandun na mismo ang sagot class sa choice at sa tanong. Tapos hindi nyo pa nakita, no? Meaning kailangan nyo magpa-check up. Okay, ang sagot natin is, okay, that is letter B, stakeholder influence. That is bravo. Hindi ko ba i-explain ang other choices kasi there is a sub-question later on. Okay, that is letter B. So meaning class, very important yung stakeholders natin or stakeholders in the success of the operation. That is letter B. Sa halimbawa sa police, 'di ba, sa PNP organization, kapag wala yung tulong ng community, hindi siya maging successful ang mga programs and activities ng police class. So yan yung importance ng stakeholder influence or participation. That is letter B. Okay, last four question before tayo kakain. Okay, Sarah gathers data from past project and uses statistical analysis to determine the best approach for a new initiative. What type of decision making is Sarah employing? Letter A, risk-based decision-making. Letter B, data-driven decision-making. Letter C, intuition-based decision-making. And letter D, group decision-making. Kapag yung past project niya, class, ibig sabihin yung mga nangyari in the past or yung mga natutunan niya, whether it is failed or success, di ba? So, meaning, class, meron siyang facts or meron siyang tawag natin dito, meron siyang guide kung ano yung gagawin niya for a new initiative. Hindi effective yung dati. So ito yung gagawin ko ngayon. Dati hindi effective yung ang dami. So ngayon babawasan natin baka mas effective. Ang tawag natin doon is that is data-driven decision making. Meaning class, meron na siyang pinanghahawakan na data or facts na nangyari in the past na pwede niyang maging basis yon sa bago niyang initiative or sa bago niyang project. That is data-driven decision making. Okay, number 48. A police officer must decide on an immediate response to a high-risk situation. So they rely on their training and experience to act decisively. So what guiding the officer's decision-making class? Letter A, intuition, stakeholder, comprehensive analysis, or consensus decision-making. Okay, so sabi niya dito, syempre marami silang trainings na pinagdaanan before in the past, di ba? Okay, so must rely on that. Okay, must rely on their experience. Ang tawag natin doon is intuition. Okay, di ba may mga intuition rin tayo class, di ba? Yung sabi, ay, hindi, parang ang bigat ng katawan ko, parang ayaw niya akong paalisin. Baka may mangyaring masama. Tapos bigla na lang na sabi natin, parang naramdaman mo, nawala ngayon yung yung wallet mo, pero hindi ka nakaramdam ng kaba. Baka lang na misplaced. Or sabihin natin na parang hindi ako nagmamadali. Nahabulin yung eroplano. Yun pala yung eroplano na yun is magka-crash, di ba? Yun ang the intuition class, meaning yung katawan mo mismo or yung sarili mong based on your experience, based on your na magde-dictate sa'yo. Okay? So yan, may intuition ba kayo? Siyempre, lahat tayo may intuition, di ba? Okay, that is, pero hindi mo naramdaman, no? Na hindi ka pala yung para sa kanya. Ay, that yun lang ang doon ka nag-fail. Okay, so pero okay, so yung doon ka nag-fail class. Yun ang hindi pwede. Okay, so intuition and judgment ang kulang sa iyo, 'di ba? Hindi mo ngayon na hindi mo na anticipate na iiwan ka rin niya sa tamang panahon. Okay, okay, next manhid. Oh, last two question class before kakain tayo. Kasi luto na yung ulam namin eh. Nakaluto na ako kanina. Ang sarap ng ulam namin. Okay, so yan. Number 49. Okay, a public administrator faces criticism for their decision. They review the decision-making process and identify areas for improvement. So which type of decision-making does this reflect? Okay, so syempre nandiyan na yung sagot sa question mismo, di ba? Use your common sense always. Okay, ano sagot natin dito for 49? Okay, na syempre, you need to review the decision kung tama yan, kung ano ba yung areas na kailangan ng improvement or kailangan ng mas attention. Okay, weighing the evidence, okay, so ibig sabihin, tama ba ito sa option 1 or mas maganda yung option 2? So you weight the evidence. And identifying alternatives meaning you identify different choices or alternatives sa problem na yun. Okay, so that's why letter A ang sagot natin. May mga tanong sa board exam class na very obvious ha. Tapos ikaw naman, hindi very obvious na ngayong tanong, very obvious rin na mali ang nasagot mo, di ba? Okay, sige, last number class before tayo mag-break muna. Okay, or I mean mag-dinner, sorry. Ang lamig kasi ng paa ko na yung lamig dito sa ano. Okay, so Michael leads a team of researchers. He frequently encourages them to explore new ideas and take calculated risks. His team finds him inspiring and innovative, often going beyond their assigned tasks. So what leadership style is Michael using? Okay, letter A, transactional. Letter B, transformational. Letter C, bureaucratic. And letter D, laissez-faire leadership. Okay, anong sagot natin dito? Please, lahat sumagot before tayo mag-end. Or before tayo magkakain pala, sorry. Okay, syempre, ang laissez-faire leadership class, hands-off approach yan. Kumbaga, bahala na kayo. Okay, so minimal lang ang guidance and supervision mo sa kanila. Kumbaga, binibigay mo na lang sa kanila yung pag-brainstorming, o pag-decide, that is a laissez-faire approach. Ang bureaucratic naman, meaning class, merong hierarchy, di ba, na pagdadaanan. Transactional naman, syempre, there is a process na pagdadaanan class. There is a bonus kapag na-meet mo yung expectation or there's a corresponding penalty kapag you fail naman to meet the quota or to meet the demands. Then transformational, syempre, you inspire them and motivate them. So, syempre, kapag inspired sila or they are motivated class, syempre, hindi mo ini-expect na ma-achieve niya yung pwede niya ma-achieve. So that is, kasi nga, you trust them. That is a transformational leadership, di ba? So ganun din sa inyo, di ba? Sa board exam, dapat so I trust you na papasa at syempre, kung papalarin, magtatap kayo. So that is transformational, meaning expect the unexpected. Basta you inspire them, you motivate them, kayang-kaya nilang gawin ang imposible. Okay? So, ang imposible, maging posible. That is a transformational leadership theory class. Okay? Naintindihan? Okay, so yan. It's already 7:23, so magbe-break muna tayo. We will come back at 8:30. Okay, 8:30 p.m. Okay, grabe naman kayo sa 9 p.m. Okay, maabutin tayo ng alas 12 dyan. Okay, so tandaan nyo class, ayaw ko makakita ng everything happens for a reason pag lumabas ang resulta. Dapat makita ko, R-cream talaga kayo, di ba? Okay, so yun. Kasi nahihirapan ako paano yung comfort yung ganun eh. Everything happens for a reason. Tapos kapag sasagot ako, tama. That is correct. Yun lang yung comfort, no? So dapat galingan naman, diba? So yan lang. Okay, sige. Ay, nandito pala si Sir Marquez. Hello Sir Marquez. Si Mr. Busagak. Kaya nakuha na nila yung yung term ni Sir Marquez, Busagak. Kahit hindi naman sila mga Bisaya, yung iba nagbubusagak na rin. Okay. Okay, so yan. Thank you class for joining the class. I-end ko muna yung Zoom, then we will come back using the same link. Okay, kain na kayo kasi babalik tayo